Heartbreak behind palace doors, Danish royals' emotional announcement after King Frederik and Queen Mary's private escape. Welcome to BNews. The fairy-tale image of Denmark's royal couple has always captured the world's admiration, the dashing King Frederik and the elegant Queen Mary, seemingly untouchable in their grace and composure. But behind the gilded palace doors, reality struck with heartbreaking force this week as the Danish royal family made an emotional and unexpected announcement following the King and Queen's much-publicized private trip. What was meant to be a quiet retreat for the couple turned into a moment of sorrow and soul-searching for the nation and its royal family. Before we uncover the details of this poignant announcement and the deeply human side of royalty it revealed, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to BNews, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our in-depth royal stories. We also invite you to comment below. What does this moment teach us about strength and vulnerability, even for those in the highest positions? Let's now dive into the story behind the sad announcement and the private trip that led to it. It all began with a rare and highly anticipated sight, King Frederik and Queen Mary embarking on a private trip away from the public eye. According to palace sources, the couple had planned the getaway weeks in advance, hoping to recharge after a whirlwind of duties that had kept them in the global spotlight since Frederik's ascension to the throne. The itinerary was kept under wraps, though eagle-eyed royal watchers noted their departure from Copenhagen on a discreet flight bound for southern Europe. For the Danish people, the idea of their king and queen enjoying a moment of privacy was endearing, a reminder that behind the pomp and pageantry, they are still just a husband and wife, and parents trying to find balance amid their demanding roles. Yet, whispers of tension soon circulated, with royal commentators speculating that something more than a holiday might have been motivating this retreat. When the couple returned just days later, the nation expected to see their smiling faces and hear stories of relaxation. Instead, the palace issued an emotional statement that immediately sent shockwaves through Denmark and beyond. Standing before reporters, a visibly solemn King Frederik read from a prepared note, confirming that Queen Mary had experienced a private medical scare during their trip, something that had weighed heavily on both of them and forced them to cut their journey short. The statement was carefully worded and respectful of the family's privacy, but the underlying sadness was unmistakable. Queen Mary, standing by her husband's side, held his hand tightly as tears glistened in her eyes. The announcement made it clear that even the most admired figures are not immune to the fragility of health and the unpredictability of life. Royal insiders revealed that during the trip, Queen Mary had suffered what was described as a significant health episode, prompting immediate medical attention and close monitoring. While the exact nature of her condition was not disclosed, sources stressed that she was now recovering under the care of Denmark's finest physicians. For a nation that has long viewed Mary as a symbol of resilience and elegance, the news struck a deeply emotional chord. What made the announcement all the more moving was the way King Frederik openly acknowledged the toll the episode had taken on him personally. Known for his stoic demeanor, the king admitted to feeling profound fear as he watched his wife go through the ordeal, and thanked the Danish people for their understanding and prayers during what he called one of the most challenging moments of our lives. The royal couple's decision to be transparent, though still private about medical specifics, was widely praised. Commentators noted that their willingness to share their vulnerability stood in stark contrast to the traditional, stiff upper lip often expected of royals. It reflected a modern approach to monarchy, honest, relatable, and willing to engage with the public on a human level. As images of the couple's emotional announcement made their way onto front pages and social media feeds, messages of love and support poured in from across Denmark and the world. Hashtags like #PrayForMary and #StrengthToTheKing began trending on Twitter and Instagram, as ordinary Danes, celebrities, and even politicians expressed their solidarity with the royal family. The outpouring of affection underscored the depth of connection between the Danish monarchy and its people. Queen Mary, in particular, has become a beloved figure not just in Denmark but internationally, admired for her grace under pressure and her tireless advocacy for mental health, education, and women's rights. That she could now be the one in need of support was a sobering reminder of how quickly fortunes can shift. For the couple's 4 children, Crown Prince Christian, Princess Isabella, and twins Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine, the moment was equally sobering. Palace sources said the children were kept informed throughout, and the family spent much of the week together at Amalienborg Palace, prioritizing private time to heal and reflect. In the wake of the announcement, the Danish royal court confirmed that Queen Mary would scale back her public duties in the coming weeks to focus on her recovery. While she was determined to resume her responsibilities as soon as possible, her health and well-being were now paramount. King Frederik, too, emphasized that his role as a husband and father came before all else, and that he would remain by her side throughout her convalescence. Public reaction was overwhelmingly supportive of the couple's decision to put family first. Opinion pieces in Danish newspapers praised their example as one of courage and humanity, while ordinary citizens sent flowers, cards, and messages of encouragement to the palace gates. In the broader context of the monarchy's future, this emotional moment also sparked renewed appreciation for the royal family's role in Danish life. Even amid political debates over the relevance of monarchy in the modern world, the king and queen's shared vulnerability seemed to remind people of the values they represent: unity, service, and continuity. Royal watchers have noted that this episode could even strengthen the bond between Frederik and Mary. Throughout their marriage, the couple has weathered storms together, from public scrutiny to personal challenges, and each time emerged stronger. As one commentator put it, "In their tears, we saw their love." The announcement also prompted renewed discussion about mental and emotional health among public figures. Queen Mary has long championed such causes, and her current challenges served as a poignant example of the need for compassion and understanding, even for those in positions of privilege. Advocacy groups praised her openness as a way to break down stigma and foster empathy. Meanwhile, speculation about the location and nature of the couple's private trip continued to swirl, with reports suggesting it had taken them to a secluded villa in southern France, a favorite destination of the royal family. Photos showed sun-drenched terraces and quiet gardens where they had hoped to escape the pressures of royal life, if only for a moment. But fate had other plans. Palace officials confirmed that the couple would remain in Denmark for the foreseeable future and had no immediate plans to travel abroad. Scheduled appearances for Queen Mary were either cancelled or delegated to other senior royals, while King Frederik resumed select duties but limited his schedule to allow time at home. As the days passed, Queen Mary was seen smiling again, though visibly fatigued, as she waved to well-wishers from her car while leaving a medical facility. Her courage and determination to greet her supporters despite her ordeal further endeared her to the Danish people, who lined the streets to offer cheers and flowers. This chapter in Denmark's royal story is still unfolding, but it has already left an indelible mark on the hearts of millions. It serves as a reminder that royalty is not immune to life's trials, and that true strength lies in vulnerability, honesty, and the love shared in the hardest of times. We will continue to follow this story closely and bring you all the latest updates here on BNews. But now, we'd love to hear from you. Do you believe the Danish royal family's openness during this difficult time strengthens their bond with the public? And how do moments like these reshape the way we see modern monarchies? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We can't wait to hear your perspective. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to BNews, and stay tuned for more deeply reported royal stories that reveal the human side of the crown.